Hey guys, welcome back to Sip, Savor, and Celebrate. I'm Chris.
And I'm Devin.
Today, we're doing another Whiskey Wednesday episode. And to start off today, we're going to go with Adictivo. Yes, you heard that right. The same folks that do one of my favorite tequilas. Yes, I know they might have additives, I'm not sure. But either way, it tastes delicious and I love it. They made a whiskey. This is the first batch that they've made. It is all small batch. Their idea is to branch out and to make this a single malt whiskey. It is they're aged in they age it twice. First in American oak casks that have had nothing in it.
Right. And
then the second time is to age it in previously used tequila barrels.
Okay.
A little backward from what we're normally explaining.
It is a little backwards, yes.
Pardon me. So this is, like I said, this is our first
But
one.
hey, I mean, if you have a tequila barrel or two laying around, why not use them?
Right? And that's probably what they thought is like, we've been doing this the other way around. Let's try doing it aging in this. And that's probably why I want to try Bachman's Two Souls. Unfortunately, they don't sell it in America. So when we go to Mexico, we have to make sure we get our hands on that. The Two Souls by Bachman's, like the one that you have your pineapple.
Right.
Oh,
trust me, I know who you're referring to.
This has been aged for 5 years. Again, like I said, it is a small batch and it is 40% alcohol by volume. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what we get.
And they've got the same construction on their bottle, that kind of twisted
glass.
I
love it. Careful not to, you got to pull up because you don't want, because remember the top.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding. There we go.
It's not my first time opening one of these.
Again, just like on the tequila, they actually have one extra good helping there left. So just when you think it's all gone, you got one more left to go. Now, I've dipped in this a little bit before. I don't know if you've actually had this yet or not, but
I don't remember. It's been a day. But, it is cool that their master distiller does sign each bottle.
Yep. I do like the twisted bottle because it gives them something unique about them. They do make it at the same distillery as they make their tequila. So why not? Great color, folks. Look at that. It's got some wonderful and look at the legs and tears, just like their tequila.
Very minty.
Really? Okay, hang on.
Minty and oaky.
I get the oak. I get a good whiskey. It just smells like a good whiskey to me, but I do get that little bit of sweetness, almost as if it had like, I think I taste some of the tequila notes in there. I really do. Not like, hey, this is tequila. No, you don't. But I think it's right subtle, and it's in the back. It's sweet.
So instead of the mint, you're thinking that's more of the subtle agave coming through?
Right, and I know a lot of folks think about agave as having a mint flavor or a mint essence to it. Again, it's like a sweet whiskey. It's not like punchier in your face. Alcohol, not at that at all. I don't get, I don't get the alcohol in this one now that I'm looking for it.
It's slightly there, but it's nothing like, a Jack Daniels, which is alcohol forward.
Yeah, right?
Sorry, Jack Daniels. Not really one that I fully endorse.
But I love this color, though. Cheers. That's a dark amber. I gotta get my palate cleansed out for 40%.
You're crazy.
I am. Because that first one just is like, woo, that's different for the first one for the day,
No, apparently I'm just that big of an alcoholic that I'm like, okay. Usually takes two to get the full flavors that it has.
So the second, I like this. All right, so let me see if I can pull this apart.
I definitely get the vanilla.
Yep.
You get that oak.
I get sweet vanilla, and you're right, the oak. I get cinnamon, some baking spices from this one. In a different way that I like a good aged tequila.
I like an amaretto.
Like, yeah, and good amaretto is really good.
Is what I'm getting.
Not as full bodied as a traditional amaretto, but I do get some of that spicy, and I don't mean spicy like hot. No, I mean like baking spices type. You know, some clove and some cinnamon, along with that vanilla from the oak. I like it. I have nothing to complain about this.
And I would attribute the vanilla to totally their whiskey, or sorry, their tequila, because I know their tequilas have huge notes of vanilla to them.
They do, yeah. The aged tequila, not the Blanco, but yeah. Ultimately, you know, guys, I recommend this if you can find it.
Great sipper.
It's been hard to find, I will admit it. But it just happened to be at one of the liquor stores I was at, and I'm like, ooh, I want it. And so
we saw it down in Detroit a couple weeks ago.
Yep, we did. So if you get a chance, you see it, pick it up. It's a perfect sipper. This would even make some great Manhattan, or because I like the sweet notes to it. I think that would make a good.
It might make that Manhattan overly sweet because you're adding the sweet vermouth. But an old fashioned.
Okay, that's probably what I'm thinking. Throw a little bit of cherry. Oh yeah. Or even drinking it neat with one cherry in there. Oh.
Guys, if you have not found alcoholic fruit, you're doing something wrong. I love cherries in my whiskeys and my beers. Well, really, any fruit that you can put in there, but cherries are usually my go-to, and you know that. And I do save them for the end because you get all of those flavors that the fruit absorbs. So, you know, if it's in a whiskey, you're going to get those notes in that, as well as, you know, the cherry, and it turns into drunken fruit. It's great.
Right. So other than that, guys, good recommendation. I would definitely pick it up if you had a chance to pick it. A lot better than some of your, you know, what is that turkey one?
Yeah.
Or Kentucky. I don't know. A lot of people might like some of the other ones. I prefer to have a little bit less alcohol forward. Do I want it to have some alcohol? Yeah, but I want something smooth and sweet, and that
enjoyable.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable. That does the trick for me. Anyways, until then, remember.
To sip, savor, and celebrate. Cheers.
Cheers.